Hi, xemutv. It's me, CrazyDelaney. I don't think Scientologists are my enemy, any more than I think Muslims or Arabs or Jews are my enemy. We're all ape-like motherfuckers at the end of the day. We're human beings and we have the same needs and desires and longing, and we all want to find meaning in our lives. I think if I were to say I have an enemy, Xemu, it's dogma. It's absolutism. It's those waving a sign that says, truth sold here, and it's the only truth you'll ever have. It's been my experience that this kind of certainty tends to harden hearts and dull compassion. In examining Scientology, I've not only analyzed Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard, or whatever else is related to the subject. I've examined myself. I've thought about the times I've looked for meaning and got caught up in something and became something that I was not. I'd recommend you watch my video entitled Crazy Delaney Tells a Story, where I talk about my experiences in an evangelical Christian school and holding to young earth creationism. I've looked at the anti-intellectualism I saw in my teen years, and I look at what was presented to me as Christianity. And years later it occurred to me that the Christianity that was presented to me had very little, if anything at all, to do with Christ. Maybe Jesus is just an idea. Maybe it's just some meme or alien implant or something. I don't know. But I've stripped it down to just try to mirror the way he dealt with his fellow humans, show mercy to others, challenge myself to practice radical compassion. That's all it is for me. And I'm a heretic. I'm a witch because I could care less about getting Genesis into science class, or electing Christians to public office, or restoring the nation's quote-unquote moral health. That's not what it's about. Not for me. I think I do understand perfectly that Scientologists don't get into it to fair game people or to act like creeps, just like I didn't get myself into Christianity to be like Kent Hovind or Jimmy Swaggart or Ted Haggard, or the list goes on, kind of like the Bataan Death March. The point is that there are some very shrewd people out there who know how to exploit the human want or need for transcendence, and they wreak havoc. And that's what I'm against. People say I'm a religious bigot, but that's not true. I'm only against the poisonous, cancerous, odious parts of religion. And a lot of parts of religion are those things. But when you strip it all down, many times you'll find what's pure, clean, and right. Maybe you can find that in Scientology. I have my own opinion on that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. The point is, I've been able to look at the dark side of belief, of devotion, of organizations, but trust me, it's not only your belief, your devotion, or your organizations that have gone under the microscope. I definitely respect the fact that you've appeared on camera and spoken in your own voice in that, Skeletor mask or whatever it is, because that lets me know that that's a human being connected to that name. And that's very easy to forget on these interwebs. And a lot of you probably got pretty bored by this video, as you did not get the ranting, raving, colorful Crazy Delaney. Oh well. Go watch Fred or something if you're too bored. Until next time, peace, victory, and as always, drive safe. Crazy Delaney, out.